Hey guys, welcome to Messages for Collective. My name is Kayla and I am so glad that you're here for this Leo reading. This is going to be for anyone who has Leo as their sun, moon, or rising sign. Also, this is going to be for anyone who's going through something. If you just are really going through some issues and you need some advice or just to find out that everything's going to be okay. That is what this reading is going to be about. Cross watchers are welcome. Flip the energy if needed. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And that is my spiel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, please. Tell me if any of this resonates with any of you. Leos, sun, moon, rising. If we are going through anything, Leos, sun, moon, or rising. Let me get one more shuffle out of this. And we're going to figure this out. Sun, moon, or rising. All right, Spirit, tell me about Leo. Something about soulmates for Leo. Tell me about Leo. If they're going through something, what is it? You got flexible in reverse. You know, it's the instant message I get is that you won't have to bend your or compromise your yourself for a true soulmate. So that's the message I'm getting here. Just instantaneously, that's the first thing I'm getting. With this flexible in reverse, you know, it's good to be flexible and, you know, kind of roll with the punches, but at the same time, if you're sacrificing your boundaries, this is asking you to not sacrifice your boundaries for someone. This is saying that there is a certain amount of flexibility that's needed in any situation, but when you overextend yourself, you won't have to do that. If you're dealing with somebody who's really meant to be in your life and who really loves you, you won't have to bend so far, you know. So this is literally, or this could also be saying that if you are dealing with a soulmate, you are not being flexible at this time. So you can kind of figure out what your story is. Here's go the distance, and what I get out of go the distance, considering what we just talked about, it's like a soulmate will go all the way, will not make you compromise yourself. Like with a real relationship, it'll go all the way. You don't have to compromise your boundaries. But if you want, but also I get, if you want a relationship or somebody that you're dealing with, if you want this relationship to go the distance, is to go, you know, as far as you want it to go, you know, if you want like a life partner or whatever, this is saying right now you might not be being very flexible. That could kind of jeopardize what you've got going on. Let's see. Okay, so here we are with a new life, right? So I feel like this is still talking about once you stay strong with your boundaries. I really feel like if you keep something about your boundaries, that someone will be willing to go as far as they need to go and not make you compromise yourself. But there could be an energy of no longer bending to what people are calling soulmates, or no longer worrying about that. Almost, I get an energy of going. Bear, you guys stop. My dogs are such assholes sometimes. Anyway, this is saying that you might need to do this solo mission. This may be something where, you know, this is a solo mission that you're going to have to kind of, instead of worrying so much about a relationship, you might be on a solo mission. Now, this isn't, don't take this if it doesn't resonate. If you don't feel like that's you, please don't take it. There's also an energy of like, with this mending card, I feel like there's more, either Either you could be not wanting to bend for someone who could really be a person who you could go the full distance with. You could just be having a hard time bending or being flexible to it. There's something about needing to heal, maybe a relationship, or wanting or having a desire to heal a relationship. This could be something about healing yourself. This could even be about finding help in the community to help you heal. Let's see. This is also saying that somebody in your life either could be wearing a mask or is pretending to be something that they might not be. This is, with this to be fair, I get that you can only, there's a wish or something that you want to have happen, but are you putting in the energy needed? Or how is that? It's weird how that's coming through to me, and it's hard for me to express in words. It's like the universal wisdom, right, of cause and effect. You can only get what you give. You can only get what you put into something. So it's like, you make a wish, but if you put nothing behind that wish, it's nothing. Wait, it's nothing. Do you know what? I don't know. If there's no emotion behind a wish, if there's no follow through, it's like, I want this, but I don't want to continue to do the work for it. That kind of thing. That's where you won't get what you're asking for. There's another energy here of working on what makes you solid right now, like almost solidifying things for yourself. This is like noticing the changes that are happening right now. There's something about the here and now, what's going on at this very moment, and being observant of it. There could be an energy of overthinking the shit out of a situation, overthinking your stability, like panicking about your stability. There's something about building blocks. I get, with this energy, I get what makes you you, but what are you working on? What are the positive things that you're working on to build your like stability? Because or harmony or balance or something like that. Like, what are you doing in your life to bring about, to give you stability? I just keep hearing stability. I don't know why I couldn't spit that out properly. You know what? It's funny. Where did I see? I just saw. Okay, so here's the thing, right? We got deep knowing. And that is something that I feel like is about faith. And I just told you about this to be fair card. So I tell you about this and I say, with the owl on her crown, I kind of feel like that's the wisdom of the universe, or like your wisdom or something like that. My camera kind of sucks, so I'm sorry if you're having a hard time seeing it. Okay, so, and then I get deep knowing, and it's like, there's that wisdom again. There's like, I don't know how exactly to explain that. There might be intuitions that you're not paying attention to. There's an energy of something that's the all-seeing, which kind of goes back to the universe, universal wisdom, right? Something you can't really hide from, this knowledge or this wisdom. It could be an energy of like knowing something, but maybe not exactly wanting to acknowledge it. So with being flexible, you might not be open to, with being flexible in the reverse, you might not be open right now to the new life that you have awaiting you. There's something about healing. There's something about healing here too that is saying that that you'll go as far as you need to go to get to your new life. There's got to be, I really feel like there's a lack of flexibility that's going to keep you from something, Leo. They're definitely saying don't compromise your beliefs and your boundaries for somebody who claims to be your soulmate, or for anybody for that matter. You shouldn't have to. Anybody who's really meant to be in your life will not ask you to compromise everything that you hold dear to yourself. But there's just an energy of not being, you're not bending with something. There's a need for healing a situation. You're not, there's a non-bending is all I keep getting, like not being very rigid about something. All right, Leo. Please clarify the situation here for Leo. Okay. Queen of Wands, Leo. Let's see. One more for, could be an energy of, okay, you could be dealing with another person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or someone who embodies the Queen of Cups energy. There could be something about equal give and take, or maybe there's a situation where, okay, now somebody could have gone to jail. This could have something to do with someone in jail with this Justice and this Eight of Swords, but not necessarily. I mean, Eight of Swords is like overthinking, stuck in your thoughts, can't move forward, think that, you know, you can't see where you're going, thinking that everything is treacherous or that you're just going to get cut up every move you make. And then Justice, of course, equal give and take. And it's like maybe there's a feeling of stuckness or stalemate energy. I get that. There's something about there could be an energy of someone planning to communicate with you, or you're planning to communicate with somebody. See, it's funny because that lack of flexibility is directly above this Eight of Swords, meaning like there's no move being made. So nobody wants to bend here. So it's almost as if there's a mirroring of an energy. It's like what you give is what you get, right? So if you're not bending, you're not going to get a bend. There will be no flexibility from another person, because if you're not willing to be flexible, then why would you expect someone else to be? Essentially what it comes down to is, again, and I said this earlier, what you give is what you get, right? Okay, it's that simple. It's the Justice card is literally what energy you've given out, meaning how you've treated people, how you've talked to people, the way you've done your business. You know, it's energy that you've placed out into the universe. It's just what you're getting back, right? So it's literally, it's essentially kind of like the Six of Pentacles when it's like equal give and take, but this is not from a person, where the Six of Pentacles is physical. This is like from universal energy. You know, this is not, and don't take it as karma either, because all karma is the energy you've put out is exactly what you're getting back. That's as simple as that. It's not a hate thing. It's not the universe is going to show you. This is what you're getting in a situation, because this is what you're giving in a situation. You cannot attack a problem from a problem. Do you understand what I mean? You can't kill the problem. I'm sorry. You can't, unalive a problem, or however you want to, I'm saying eliminate or fix a problem from the viewpoint of a problem, or from this. There's no solution in sitting in the energy of the problem. So there is an energy of someone planning on saying something maybe, or wanting to, but there could be, you know, it's like trying to figure out, what do I say? It's like, I'm planning to talk to you. What do I say? Or how, or there is also an energy of like immature communication, or someone who's like kind of already fired up a little bit when they communicate. So let's see. Something about what you're working on, maybe you're learning something, a passion, or there is like, there's a stalemate energy, or I'm locked into something, or I feel like there's nothing coming back. I can't explain it. It's just I'm trapped, right? Somebody, there's an energy of planning to communicate about some type of, I want to say, or learning about how to communicate about something, to make, maybe even to work together on something, or it could be like, just, I get an energy of perfecting a craft, or like you're in the planning stages and the learning stages of how to either communicate something, or create something, or because, you know, the Eight of Pentacles, this is saying something you're working on or something you're learning about will go the distance. So this may be a completely out of the way message for somebody. It's like learning how to either communicate something at work, or learning a new craft or something like that. It's saying it's gonna, whatever that is, that has the energy to go as far as you want it to go. Let's see. Give me more for Leo, please. Give me more for Leo. I'm gonna take this one because it wanted to pop out. Okay. So maybe work-life balance is something that that you may have an issue with, or you could be just focusing on one thing and kind of not realizing that something else could take you to another level, or trying to balance too much in your life, trying to do too many things. You could be dealing with an energy of a person who is a hasty communicator. There's something about like... there could be somebody who is maybe, I don't know, it's like potentially wanting to communicate to you, or there's like an aha moment about somebody that could be juggling you, or there's something about somebody not having the proper amount of time, or like doing too much, or focusing on the wrong thing. Or not the wrong thing, just overly focused on one particular thing and maybe leaving something else because they just think it's still going to be there at the end of the day. And it's like, maybe it's not going to be that way. There is something about learning how to focus on the right shit. There could be, I mean, with this King of Swords and the Justice and the Eight of Swords, I get something about court again, or like a legal situation. There could be a legal situation between you and another person, or because I do have this like almost like judgment is being placed, like maybe the decision is being weighed. That's another thing I get, is like let's see, there's something, maybe potentially hasty communication. There could be an energy of figuring out how to, or getting a download, an intuitive download on how to fix something, or mend a relationship, or just fix a situation that's going on in your life. With this High Priestess here, I get like, it's like, I don't know, it's weird. Here, let me get some more. There's the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Could be something, let's see. There's something about desire with that, like something you really desire or you have a passion for. There's an energy of waiting on something to mend itself, potentially waiting on someone to come communicate with you, waiting on a particular thing. There's an energy of like it's not that you're wondering when, if it's coming, it's like you're waiting for it to arrive. Let's see, give me a minute. I just want to make sure I got these messages right. It's almost like you're waiting. It's almost, I get a little bit of needing to have patience, or there's a holding yourself back from moving on from something, or there is a sense of just being patient. Having patience will get you out of this like situation that's tumultuous, or may feel like emotionally, you know, all over the place. It's like you're working your way towards, but it's talking about patience. There's definitely an energy of waiting for something. Waiting to, because there's something in particular that you want to achieve, or like you're learning how to get to a certain place to have success. This would be a wish fulfillment. It's like you desire a level of something, whether it be, but it's going to be something more in the physical. It's definitely going to be something having to do with like desire. With the wands, it's like fiery energy, but it's like practical. It's like you're trying to figure out the practical steps to take to get to this successful, or like, I don't know, the Six of Wands. It's like being seen, you know, for doing something that you really want to do. It's like this is a wish, and maybe this is, you know, I get the energy of something being put on pause, or there's a time out, or there's a need to have a different view on a situation, or alter your view, or there's just an energy of like something being placed on pause, or you being enlightened to something, or I really get that enlightenment, or that bingo, or some type of major aha moment from that Ace of Swords, you know. Also the King of Swords is like logical. It's someone who's probably a harsh communicator though. Somebody who just says something, but they're very logical. They're not, they make decisions based on facts and, you know, practicality, you know what I mean? Like they're very logical. So they don't let their emotions get in the way when they're making decisions, you know. They know the truth and they're willing to say the truth. There is something about looking at something from a certain perspective, or focusing on something, and you find out, or that someone communicates with you something positive. Or maybe there's a holding back of communication with this High Priestess too. I get there's this aha moment, but somebody might not be saying anything. It's like patience. It's like someone's patiently waiting for their opportunity to do something. Yeah, there's an idea or a sense of almost weighing out the pros and cons of something too. I get like working away and perfecting something, weighing out the pros and cons, making a final decision, aha moment, but staying quiet about it and just kind of like letting it build. This could be you or someone you're dealing with. I feel like these might be people in your energy, and like there's an energy of like intuitively knowing something's coming, so just waiting for it to arrive very patiently, and then that's when someone makes their exit or you make your exit. There's a goal, there's something about a goal, or this could be patience after moving on from something, or you're waiting for, it's like, I don't know, you're just kind of like waiting for something to happen. In the meantime, maybe just balancing out your emotions or something like that. Don't start, you guys. What else? But definitely I feel like it's energy of being stuck on pause. Maybe ooh, okay, so there could be something in the leaving being more like feeling abandoned, or how do I want to put that? There's something being, Sorry, my nose is itching like crazy. I don't know if it's the reading, if it's the damn weather. I don't know. It's driving me crazy. All right, so let's see. How do I've got to figure out how this goes. There's something about feeling like I have no one to turn to, or feeling like there is an option. There are options available, but it's an energy of stop. It's an energy of feeling like I'm stuck and I have nowhere to turn, nothing to turn to, or nowhere to turn to, or maybe you're getting a different idea of what that could look like. Because I see it's like patiently. Maybe it's somebody's patiently waiting to leave, and that situation could be something where you feel like you're abandoned, or vice versa. Like either way, someone's gonna, or there's an energy of feeling abandoned. Okay, so, and losing hope. There's an energy of like maybe a loss of hope, or like just feeling like something isn't gonna come together, or there's a doubt. There's a lot of doubt here. There's an idea of something, there could be something selfish about this wish, or, and that's only, I get that because of the lack of hope or lack of faith here, and feeling abandoned. It's starting to turn kind of dark, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, like here's fears. There's something about fearing something, maybe, see, how's that? There's fears about, could be about, I just feel like someone's examining this cup with this fish in it. This page is examining this cup with this fish in it. And maybe it's like judging what kind of love it is. Or maybe I almost get that energy of like someone's, or learning about how to love yourself. That's another thing. There could be an energy of really needing to learn how to love yourself and letting go of fears, because we've got anxiety, sleepless nights, like, you know, just having trouble sleeping, all, I think, because of either, it could be having to do with a child, it could also just be having to do with the way love is received, or the fears around love. I get that too, like the fears of either maybe someone not loving you, or just, you know, abandonment issues and things like that, because we see that here with this Five of Pentacles and this star in reverse. That's definitely like losing all hope for anything going well, or yeah, it's just like you don't see, there's no light at the end of the tunnel at this point, because there's so many fears, so much anxiety, feeling like you don't know everything. This is really talking about like, this could be talking about you just kind of hiding out, hibernating, hiding away from people, or this could be also needing to do some soul searching, and maybe not let anybody knock you off your high horse, or this could be an energy of you defending yourself, or defending your place in a situation, or feeling like you have to defend your stance on something. But this is really saying there's like a need to do some soul searching, some actual like soul searching, maybe even to defend what needs to be defended, and then let go of what doesn't, right? And maybe come at this with a fresh energy, like looking at the cup as overflowing, or there is an energy of like, it's almost like being defensive against something that is not negative, but like heart-wise, this is something that is overflowing, but there's this defending oneself almost against it. Or feeling like maybe with the Nine of Swords and the Moon card, feeling like you just fear that this is something you can't have, and it keeps you up at night. You know, there is also an energy of like competing, or fighting, or arguing, or just maybe even people not feeling like they're not working together. This could also have something to do with, if this is a relationship, you know, something about This is weird. I just get you won the competition, right? Okay, here's the, it's like, why would you be competing for love? There's no, that doesn't make sense to me. Maybe this is about choosing to learn the lesson and see somebody for who they really are, because there is an energy of like defending something, even though it's brought about a lot of chaos for you. And I feel like I see someone offering a cup to another person and the other person holding onto their cup and also taking yours, or vice versa. You know, it's like claiming that something's going to be great, but maybe there was a lesson it's like choosing to be done, learn the lesson and be done with it, or it could just not align. I don't know. There could be an energy of marriage too. I mean, I'm not going to lie. There is something about choosing to get married to someone, but this person there is a lot of fighting or chaos with this situation. There's multiple people involved. When I saw that earlier anyway, when I'm looking at the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords, that's 3 people. So whatever your situation, I feel like there's 3 people involved. But it could be you just dealing with one other person, and this King of Swords could be like that, because they did get like an energy of like something legally, you know, a decision being made, like someone weighing out someone weighing out the evidence, right? And looking at the evidence and then making a decision. Maybe that like someone already knows is coming. There's something about someone making a judgment that another person already knows is coming. All right, let's see. There's an energy of with the Knight of Pentacles, I get like there's a slow progress. You may not see the progress you're making because it's going to feel like baby steps to you. It's going to feel like, well, I'm not getting that far. This is actually practical steps being taken to get to a good place. You know, it's almost, but with that Star in the reverse, and that's like this hope, this loss of hope for a situation, or for things to get better, to mend some. It just feels like maybe there's this slow energy of moving away from something, which I already saw that anyway. Some patiently waiting to move away from something. And now here we have a Queen of Pentacles. So this is, it's slow and steady wins the race on this one, I get. That slow steps to something. If this has anything to do with money, slow steps are getting there, are getting you there. Now there could also be a sense of who is this Queen of Pentacles? So now we have 4 people that I'm seeing at this point. There's also an energy of there could be like advice that you get from somebody that would that helps you, and maybe advice to stay quiet about something that helps you, and patiently wait for something that helps you to either move forward with something, move on from something, or someone could be trusting their intuition to move away from a situation. Let me get a few more. For Leo, please. Well, here is a Leo card, the Sun. So that's definitely an energy of clarity, happiness, like mending of something. Could be like financially brighter days because of practical steps that have been taken. This could, I almost feel like losing hope in emotional situations, so just going forward with monetarily abundant situations. But they're slow steps. It's not like anything that's like, you know, you're going crazy on. But it's still bringing clarity. All right, so here we go with my nose again. Yeah, coming through something, you know, coming out the other side of it, feeling defensive. Again, we get defensiveness, but, you know, you're almost there with this Nine of Wands. It's like feeling like all this way, you know, you've been battered and bruised. And there could also be an energy of needing to focus on something about inner child wounds. I get that too, because I see as a, like, someone's focusing on a situation. It's like, something happened when I was a child that made me defensive, and that really broke my heart, and I'm carrying that energy with me as an adult. I see that also, like, when it comes to this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups up here, it's like the Queen of Cups is looking down at this cup that she's like almost making as an offer, and the Queen of Wands is looking directly over her, like across the way, you know, like down the way, like almost just not even paying attention to it. So so then when you feel stuck, you don't understand why. With that Justice card, you don't understand why the energy is coming back to keep you feeling stuck, but it's because of the way you're placing your energy outward from the situation. It's like very I get this energy of, and please don't take this the wrong way, I get a little bit of an energy of like, I'm right and that's it. So I'm not going to look at the emotional part of this. I'm just going to look on down the road to some other shit. Like, why is this not working the way I want it to? Oh, well, you know, maybe, I don't know. It's like there's a planning on, it's weird how I'm seeing this. Somebody actively working on, could be something to bring balance into a situation. I don't know. There's also an energy of waiting for someone to just leave. But maybe that was something that could have been wanted. Like, I just want this person to leave. But then having the idea that once that happens, that's going to really put you in a place that you don't want to be in. So there's that too. Okay, so I might get a different deck to get into, because there is something about mending. There's something about not being flexible, and there's a needing to mend your heart, or a broken heart from childhood issues. There's something about not maybe even feeling ignored as a child, and because of that you've become really defensive and you have a wall up against people. You carry that broken-hearted energy with you, and so there's an energy of needing to heal that. Yeah, there's also somebody who wants to resurrect some shit with you, or like come back. It would be kind of like about stability or money. They want it because maybe they don't feel stable right now. But here's the thing, this person is in and out, okay? They could be married also. They very much could be married. So if this is somebody, if you have a block, if you have them blocked, or there's an energy of this being blocked, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, okay? Because, yeah, that person's an idiot. Yeah, there's somebody you walked away from already that hurt you and broke your heart and stabbed you in the back, and you ain't trying to go back. You ain't trying to go back. Yeah, you're being strong, and actually you're blocking a lot of negativity. What you don't see is the strength through this negative energy that you've been dealing with. Yeah, there's something about needing to heal. Let me get another deck really quick, and we're going to just get some advice. I think, you know, if we're being honest with ourselves, the advice kind of already came throughout the reading. Is talking about not, you know, being more open to altering your point of view on things, you know what I mean? And I'm seeing them from other people's perspectives, or just seeing them from a different perspective. Like, maybe this person's taking a situation this way, or maybe that way, whatever it is, you know, if you can try to kind of like see it from how they would be feeling about it, it could help you in a situation, or a few situations. Also, inner child wounding. There's something about feeling ignored by a person who you feel worked more or paid attention more to money than they did to you, or that has caused a very defensive energy, which is like, it's like just why can't I think? It's like doing things from the perspective of being brokenhearted. You're carrying that past childhood trauma with you. And because of that, that's why a lot of the stuff is not moving forward. You know what I mean? You have desires, you have things you want to do, but flexibility is kind of like your biggest weapon right now, is what it's saying. Is like to be, not to sacrifice your boundaries or your well-being or your emotional stability for anybody. Don't do that, okay? This is literally talking about using your intuition to know when it's time to be flexible in relationships, as far as maybe friends, coworkers, sisters, brothers, all relationships, not just a romantic relationship, all relationships that need to try to see things from a different perspective, and to really take a look at this childhood trauma that you got going on, because there is childhood trauma here. At the bottom of the deck, we have your card. What is the strength? So this is really, which we already, we didn't pull strength yet, did we? No, I saw it when I was going through the top of the deck. Yeah, okay, so, wow, yes, there we go, right there. You're creating from this energy of this Three of Swords, right? And so this is really talking about, and there's a lot of mental conflict, and this is really talking about harnessing the energy that you actually want to put forward in the world. You're going to have to be strong and channel your inner beast and get the courage to start mending that Three of Swords, you know, because that is going to be vital in everything that you bring forward, because you're causing more chaos for yourself than is needed. You don't have to be so blocked, you know. There's Temperance again, so this patience while whatever you're trying to manifest comes through also. Okay, so let's get some advice. Give me some advice for Leo. Let's see. You know, I kind of get this energy of keeping things to yourself, not being so vocal about shit. Maybe there's a lot of over communicating, or, you know, there could be a need to kind of, I really see there's some things that are being held on to that are creating this imbalance for you. So it's going to have to be literally going, and it's going to have to be looking at or opening up potentially some of these wounds, not in that way. I don't know how to explain that. Here I say that it's not like that. It's more of an energy of holding on to the right things and letting go of. There's a whole bag of like things that you are hurting over. There's this whole thing, right? And you're holding on to it so closely, and you're not really letting go of all of these things that are sitting, and they're making this bag bigger and bigger. And before you know it, like your thoughts are now carried away, and like you just feel like everything is blowing all over the place, and you don't know how to really stop it. You feel like there's a lot of people against you, right? But this is saying that you're holding on to things too tightly, that you're not letting things grow or sprout on their own. You're not giving them the full capacity to just bloom on their own. You're holding on to a lot of these traumas, and from that imbalance happens, and it can only, you know, bring into you what the imbalance is asking for, because that's kind of where you're manifesting from, is this place of holding on to a mentality of either not having enough, or things, just childhood traumas, or, you know, whatever bullshit we've learned over time. This is really talking about if you could let go or open up in some way and kind of just have some type of faith in the universe, and literally just jump. This is all emotion and energy, and it's like that creative energy that And you know, with the amethyst, that's like protection, faith, trust. That's calming. That's like literally, like I would say, an amethyst almost gives me the energy of having faith. Just having faith, knowing that that what's best for you is available to you, and that just letting go instead of holding on so tightly. This is an energy of letting go, where this Four of Pentacles is saying this is what energy you're in now. You're holding on really tightly to something that just keeps causing more chaos in your life. And it's like, it's a pain in the ass, man. And then you've got this Five of Wands, feeling like there's always someone against you, right? You know, feeling like maybe there's multiple energies against you. This could be a lot of traumas too you're having to climb through. But this is saying, let all of it go. You have the ability to let it all go. But it's really going to take that faith. I keep talking about that faith, making the choice to walk away from anything that's not serving you properly, making the choice to, and this is also talking about learn how to create from a place of just having faith, like faith of a child. I get almost a faith of a child, choosing to create what you want from this energy of the faith of a child, knowing that everything will be okay or provided, because you have a whole spirit team that's behind you. And this is saying to, walk away from that. I feel very strongly this is an energy of anger. You know, it's like walking away from the destructive force of fire or anger. To me, that's what I get, you know, is like walking away from anything, all that angry, hostile shit, you know, to a brighter day. It's really just talking about that you definitely have a spirit team that has got you, that's always putting out good energy for you, that's always watching your back, like always. I specifically have 3 feminines here, three women. But yeah, so there's that. It doesn't have to be, you know, specifically 3 women. I do get 3 women here, but this is also them helping you to move away from the anger. It's like just trusting in your spirit team and really having faith. Like once you make that decision to have faith, that's when everything starts turning. It's like you chose to have faith and trust in the universe, and the wheel starts turning and everything gets really exciting. Okay, this reading is very long, but I just wanted to be really thorough with you guys and tell you anything I can tell you. I will give you signs real quick if you want to know if there are certain signs involved in this. I gotta remember. Okay, so we've got Pisces twice here. Well, we might have Pisces quite a few times, but specifically right now, Pisces, Gemini, let's see. So I see Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's Leo, Cancer. We have a lot of water here. A lot of water. That's right. And then Temperance is Sagittarius. So those are the signs. A lot of water, a little bit of air with that star in reverse. Sagittarius here. I did see the Hermit too. I forgot about that. That could be a Virgo. There's Pisces quite a bit here. Anyway, that is what I have for you, Leo. I hope that you got something out of this reading. If you did, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know if anything resonated. I would love to hear from you guys. Tell me if there's anything you want me to do a reading on. I'm glad to do it. I'll be happy to do it. I love doing that kind of stuff. So give me a heads up. Let me know what's going on. All right. If you subscribed, thank you. I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome. And if you didn't, that's okay. I'm just glad you were here for this reading and hope to see you in the next one.